imagine with me for a second that you were a race car driver, and that's your biggest passion. It's almost all you think about, and it's everything that you work towards. The thrill of the engine roaring and your tires screeching across the track. The smell of smoke through your helmet and the G-force pushing you into your seat. What if you can't exactly make ends meet with this passion? So you have to get a job, you have to pay the bills. Racing is the only thing you know, so you pick the only job you can find in your area that puts you behind the wheel. Driving a school bus, or a taxi, or long-haul trucking. But it's not racing. Sure, you're behind the wheel, but it doesn't spark the same passion that taking a corner so fast that your face comes unglued from your skull does. And it's far from what you really want to be doing. And it almost feels like a waste of time. So what am I getting at with this story? Well, I work as a videographer full-time for a digital marketing agency that I really can't say enough good things about. The benefits are great. The pay is decent for my area. I really couldn't ask for better bosses. They don't sit over my shoulder constantly and micromanage me, telling me what to do every step of the way. They know that I know video more than they do, so they trust me to do the work. It kind of sounds like the dream, right? Like it's everything that I need or want or could ever want. Whenever people would ask me what I do and I would tell them, they would be like, "Oh, that's so awesome. That's the perfect job for you." Or my favorite was, "Hey, at least you're doing what you love with cameras," but I'm not doing what I love. I hate it some days. And maybe hate is a strong word. Maybe I just get bored, and that's a more accurate description. But much like the race car driver from the intro to this video, I'm not making the content that I want to make. I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not making the projects that I want to make. I'm in my school bus driver phase, I guess. I'm in my long haul trucker phase. Everything that I've learned about cinematography, everything that I've, studied for the past decade, kind of goes to waste because none of them want to do anything cool. They just want their clean, clinical, overlit, no shape to the face projects, and at least in my town, they are stuck in 1983. So it's hard to get them past the come on down to our store and we got a deal for you phase. So it's hard to enjoy the work that I do when I'm not given the clearance to use the skills that I've developed. I guess. Maybe that's a good way to put it. And let's not forget about the fact that I sit and edit Medicare and insurance videos for hours, and it just doesn't seem like the greatest use of my time. Or at least it's not what I want to be doing with my time. Now, I don't want this to sound like I'm just like venting about my job, complaining. In fact, I'm extremely grateful for my job. I've gotten a lot of experience from it, learning to work with a team, to lead a team, and learning to talk with clients and communicate goals of projects and learning how to build a department. So I really do acknowledge the benefits that this job has given me. It's given me the ability to invest in some cool gear that I can use for my personal projects. I am missing my monitor mount. Stand by. I guess the reason that I'm making this video is that I know I'm not the only person in this position, or that's ever been in this position, or that ever will be in this position. Filmmaking is, one of my greatest passions that I've ever had, and it probably will stay at the top until the end. There are other hobbies that I can, spend my time doing, and most of the time I end up coming back to this one. I thought that maybe because I hated this perfect job, that I didn't like to go into work, that I wasn't excited to go shoot Medicare videos, that maybe I didn't actually love filmmaking. Maybe I had wasted my time learning how to do something that I wasn't really passionate about. That I've kind of been lying to myself this entire time. And that's not really true at all. I do love being behind the camera. I do love cinematography. I love lighting. But the genre and the projects that I'm working on make a big difference in how much I enjoy doing it. I think that hating my job, I keep saying hating, I don't hate it. It just is so boring and kind of makes me feel like I have wasted a lot of time. But I don't think that disliking my job is inherently a bad thing. It's not fun to go to work every day and work on projects that I'm not psyched about, that I don't have a lot of creative leeway on. But it'll force me to either grow or suffer. And I don't really plan on suffering for my whole life. My job has been like a huge stepping stone in providing me a way to support the passions that I really want to do. And having a crappy job, or having a job that you don't like, doesn't mean that you're forced to be in this pit of endless torment and doom for the rest of your life. And honestly, I think everybody has to have a job that they hate, because that's what's going to push them to grow and get out of their comfort zone and do things that they wouldn't have normally done, and overcome whatever barrier stands between them and their real goals. Anyway, that video was kind of depressing, maybe. Maybe it was hopeful. Hopefully it was maybe a little bit of both, but I would like to raise my bottle of Diet Coke for... You can see it's almost gone because it's taken me forever to film this stupid thing, because I don't want to sound like I'm just complaining and hate my job, but I think that's how it came across anyway. But anyway, I raised my bottle of Diet Coke for jobs that we hate, jobs that are boring, and jobs that finally push us to fight for the things that we actually want to do. So, cheers, my YouTube friends, YouTube fellas.